mark the start. But it's sci-fi based. It's like a narrative, like story game that's sci-fi based. Totally my jam. Thanks again, as I said before, for the developer for sending me over a key so we can play it. Let's jump in. I'm hoping for good things. It's a Kickstarter been watching and keeping my eye on. This game, there was a few delays in the release of this, but it's finally came out. There is the chance that there's going to be VR support for it in the future. There was talk about it before the game came out, and I think they kind of put the VR on hold to get the game out, and that may come in like a later update. It's this sort of game I think might be pretty well suited to VR. These sort of exploration, like walking sort of sims, seem to work very well in VR.
How many millions of hours have been spent studying space in the pursuit of finding life in the universe? So what would happen if we found it? Not bacteria or an invertebrate, but an entire sentient alien civilization. Questions we've been asking since the beginning of time could finally be answered. But what if the alien species was discovered in a planet-wide civil war? Imagine the debate that would start.
Fear is blinding us. Everything our society has done has led us to this very moment. We can't ignore this.
What safety and security will be found in contacting a violent alien race? Is this worth risking our safety, our security?
As a compromise, a 3-person team on board an undetectable space station is sent to research the alien world. Halfway through the mission, the space station's communication, navigation, stealth, everything mysteriously shuts down. Proof that we were spying on a potentially violent alien civilization now floats helplessly above them. In a panic to understand what happened, a recon specialist is sent to investigate and coordinate a rescue with the crew.
Alright, that's us. We are the experts. It is. Security lockdown active. Structural damage detected. Primary systems unresponsive. Docking. Everyone probably is dead, Elswin. Totally wouldn't surprise me. Totally wouldn't. Obviously, you're here to find out what's happened, and obviously to kind of take the evidence away, so that these I guess so these species never find out that that they've been spied on, right?
Welcome to the Aspire.
It's kind of weird how it docked. Obviously, it's like obviously in a ship. Must have been like a small ship, I guess like a fighter sort of ship where you sit in a cockpit. And the way it docked was the cockpit the ship kind of lifted up and kind of the cockpit is here, right? It came in like forward towards it and docked into the hole, into the gap. Tetron multi-sync cell. Whoa, shiny. And with care, use power cells as centers to resync. Not power cells. Scan malfunction. Replace realign power cell to begin scan sequence. Well, I'm guessing that's the power cell. So we've got to put it. Oh, we gotta put it in there where it says insert power cell. That's easy enough, right? Oh shit. Don't let go of the button.
Initiating scan. Scan complete.
Scanning us. Go.
Augmented reality systems now available.
Right, look at the crew. It's very neat looking place. It's all very neat and tidy. Now, if there was something here, if these guys were detected and something happened here, as in, you know, someone attacked this place, it wouldn't be this neat and tidy, would it? It definitely wouldn't. What was I saying about why I call it a station if it flies between systems? Well, I mean, the station's what the game's called. I mean, this specific station has a name, right? I mean, this specific station has a name, but the game is called the station. I mean, maybe it's probably called the station because it's about this station that was sent between systems, right? Axiom Explore Reverse. Every game like this, right? Every game like this has mugs with the logos on it. That's kind of a weird design for a mug. It's like a big ear hole mug. What is that? Alien fruit, I guess. I'll put that back. If we're someone that doesn't eat green stuff, we're not going to be eating any alien fruit. Tenets of cloning. Oh, cloning? I like these ring lights. I mean, these ring lights seem to be pretty popular as a pretty popular thing that streamers have these days. That obviously looks like something we can actually interact with, right? That circle. Wait, is activity log is that? Maybe.
To the critics of this mission, I say it's not sufficient you voice your concerns of danger or ethics. If you are against progress in this moment, you must acknowledge that our very understandings of biology, chemistry, physics, even religion are thrown into question, and you stand in our way.
Monument of the Void. Not sure what that is, but it looks cool. Very, very bright. Everything's so very bright. Oh man, everything's so very bright. It burns for a lot of power to keep things this bright. Right. Augmented reality. Communication. User 1. Big business meeting. User 2. You bet. The sale predictions that look fantastic. Okay. Still lounge door. Okay, there's restore power to the door. Okay, there's no power to the door to open it, or very low power. Ignorance an ideal world. In either was door was open. It seems both you and the station don't work as expected. It's an old station. I doubt you'll ages gracefully, Captain. If the door weren't open, just turn off the power override. Okay, so we gotta find the power override and turn it. Creatures of the future. No signal on the big TV. That is quite a big TV. Ignosomnia. Discovered in the northern hemisphere reefs, these fish evolved to integrate bioluminescent bacteria into their scales. Through hereditary, offspring will inherit the same color patterns and designs. Fish tank, man. That looks pretty cool. Nice little fish tank. Interesting looking fish. This place is obviously cautioned off. Maintenance in progress. Okay. This is probably a puzzle. Wait, hang on. Oh no, it's not. Well, it's not quite. Well, hang on, is it a puzzle? Yep, that's a puzzle. We got it. So the first puzzle we fixed. Hang on, let me just turn the power on, the lights back on first, so we can have a look. Make sure have a look around this last area. There's some weird card game they're playing. What inspired this exceptional redecorating? Aiden lost. Final scores: Miller 7, Aiden 0. A lab. Alright, let's do it. First puzzle mastered though. I mean, look at that. Right, we got it. Oh, someone up there. Okay, so that kind of confirms one thing. Not everybody's dead yet. Augmented tricep, linear actuator, reinforced shoulder. Okay. What is that, you think? Obviously, we're like behind a bar, I guess, right? Oh, it's like a cup with some straws on it. Loads of booze. Maybe that's ice. Maybe that's like an ice machine. Do you think? That could be like an ice machine, and we got some ice in there. We can't pick the bottles up, unfortunately. So there's probably like limited power in this place, so you've got to cut power to certain areas to power up others. Current objectives, yeah. We actually have a map as well. Okay. But entrance lounge, inventory, we have nothing. Objectives still the same. We're going to look at a crew. We did see one of them, or we saw someone. Who was up? Let's look up top first. Lights are coming on as we go past them. A viewing room. Ah, okay, a viewing room. Oh, this is looking over the lab, isn't it? This is overlooking the lab below. Sound suppression instructions. Try holding test objects into the Nocti shield. Notice that even sound kind of skipped a cloaking. Alright. Light wrap field. Try holding the test subject in the light wrap field generator. Oh my god, it goes invisible. It's like a stealth shield. Nocti shield eliminates detection from any known form of active sensing technology. The 4 light wrap generator pillars allow 3-dimensional visual cloaking. Oh.
A mentor once told me that within every great leader is a person of strength. But what is strength without honor? And what is honor without glory?
Some futuristic sort of gaming device we got here. Hello, Mobberits. How much you want to bet this game is the same old story? Either someone went mad and wants to kill everyone, or the alien race, or they got pissed off because they're spying a secret destroyed them. Who knows? Possibly. To Elias, from a Senate chairman. Pursuant to the Senate vote on a mission to study exoplanet Psi Prime, which received a 62% yes vote, Axiom is cleared with Senate approval to proceed with the mission. Outlined is a presentation to the Senate. Okay, so observe the language, cultural and social structures of planet Psi Prime's dominant species. How can we kill them? Is what he's wrote on it. Study the geological and biochemical characteristics of planet Prime. So what's the value of the planet? Research the technological capabilities of the dominant species of Psi Prime. with specific focus on their ability to reach and detect our planet. Can they fight back? Okay. By pursuing this mission, Axiom pledges to operate in a manner of transparency and good faith with the Senate. So, there. So we just crossed out and put a half-truth to the public in order to promote self-image. Okay. Someone's not really happy with the Senate, for sure. The Espire. This is obviously the ship. It's called the Espire. Is the station we're on. So this is the station we're on. It's one of many stations, I guess. 725,000 tons. Where's that? Do we have a? Me. Alright. So we can go. There's places to go down there still. Let's look down this side first. See where this goes. What is this? That's a bin. What the fuck? Alright. Left shift to run? What? Why would we want to run? The bridge corridor. Okay, we need to get Miller's access bracelet and deploy a maintenance robot to get into the bridge. Okay. Can we fight back? Yes. We fight back. Yeah, I'm going to do is the kind of notes that the crew have put on there, or maybe the captain. Maybe put notes on there saying what he thinks they're going to want, right?
Run! Aiden, get to the escape pod!
Run, get to the escape pod. Lion's wing. That's Miller's quarters. And let's see if this is probably going to come round to where the other low entrance was, right? This is probably here, yeah. Okay, so this is right. Okay, this is where we came in. We went that way and up and down in a big circle. All right. This must be where the escape pods are. Now we're obviously in no hurry for the escape pods. Oh man! I guess you got to find the codes. As security is in your hands, please don't leave access bracelet unattended. Or, yeah, I mean, you can see there's the one that's open, so you got these diagrams to draw. This one's open though, so we can have a route around. Complexity of first contact, philosophy of moral law. What else we got? Looks like maybe a water bottle or something. Got a boot. Just bottles of random stuff. The boat, it looks like a man's boat. Why only one boot though, I wonder? There's two that we can lock. So we've got AJ, or AI and M. That we can unlock if we have the code. Exofit spacesuits. Spacesuits. So AI, SH and M. Each of the suits are gone. So they must have taken their suits.
Sure, the aliens are a bit savage, but I see no need to condemn them for it. Think about us. Our people crawled out of a violent past, so I wager they too can change. Don't you?
I doubt it. The past is always present.
Missing the work boots. Has anyone seen it? It's in the locker. Oh, shit! There's the other boot in there. Hang on. Can we get it out? Maybe. Yeah, we can. I have, but to claim it, you must first solve the riddle. What tosses and turns through space and time and is located in a dryer? A boot. I'm gonna go put it with the other boot because so they're not lonely. Yeah, there's like, you couldn't really guess those combinations of lights. You got to find a diagram or something somewhere, maybe inside their room. So I think each of them, if we can go into their quarters, sort of thing, into their rooms, maybe there'll be a you'll have a way to there'll be something like a diagram or something you can look out for. But we know it's like a 9 points diagram. We can maybe try to see it and detect it. Alright, that door over there's locked. We can't go in there. Okay, let's get back to where we ran along here, didn't we? That's the steps. No module attached. And what did I say? Aiden. This is Aiden's room. So Aiden was one of the. Was Aiden one of the doors that? I think Aiden was one of the doors that we need to code for, right? It's AI, right? It's got to be AI's got to be Aiden, all right? So this guy's locker's locked. So if he, maybe in his room here we might be able to see something.
Welcome, Aiden.
Aiden's room. Obviously it doesn't really punch the bag much. So obviously while we're looking around here, we're looking for anything that could potentially be the diagram to unlock his thing. Or potentially maybe if you find the key card or bracelet or something, it'll do it automatically. Oops. Advice. Mail. Aiden, you possess an incredible work ethic, or you're just an idiot. Frankly, I don't care which. I just want to know what maintenance work was so vital that had to be done in the middle of the night. Thank you for being so concerned with what was ultimately my responsibilities. The upcoming service work scheduled had some tight dependencies, and I didn't want to fall behind. Sorry if I disturbed your rest, but with charm like yours, who needs beauty shape? Hello, beauty shape. Hello, New Lexington. Hello, Pepper Member. When we get to see Wally, maybe not. Maybe I don't know. To Aiden from Terra, I'm sorry I couldn't speak to you before you left, but I watched the launch, and if it means anything, I'm really proud of what you're doing. It feels like every time I write to you, it's about money. I suppose it's fitting, since that's all we ever argued about during our marriage. Akina is still getting worse, and we need to figure out a realistic plan to pay for her treatment. Be safe up there. Alright. Message from to Silas. So, most of the systems in the science wing can't start until we're in lower orbit. Other calculations complete. Orbital mechanics is one of the most unforgiving types of engineering, Silas. It's not as simple as playing with test tubes. Whoa. We found the motive! Maybe. Alright, look up, Pascal, remember, when everything else looks like a nail, you'll always need a hammer? Is that what is that trying to indicate that his locker passcode reminder is a picture of a hammer? Is that what he's saying? I mean, maybe. So you got a 9 points. How are you gonna draw a hammer in 9 points? I guess this is drawings from his kid. My dad is the bestest. Dad, fix my robot. There we go. Look, there's a hammer. You look at the hammer there. You definitely can't do a hammer that looks like that with 9 points. Oh. Dad works in space. He does. Dad works in space. We like pictures like that. We take pictures of pictures. There's one here. Here's one we prepared early. We've prepared earlier. We can have this as a diagram, or maybe it's the, I don't know, maybe it's a picture on it. Look, that's probably the clue. That look, the image on the hammer. This look at that image on the hammer is probably the key, I reckon. Right? That image there on the hammer is probably the key. That is 9 points there. If you forget about the underline at the bottom, that shape is the 9 points. So when we go back, we'll take that with us, and we'll use that we'll try to draw that. Because I got a feeling it was pointing us to the hammer as a clue, right? Rather than actually telling us to draw a hammer. These don't quite look like a pair of Beats, don't they? Or a pair of Astros. Drugs. Drugs. What the hell is that little part on the desk? The fuck? Invasion of the aliens. That ship looks pretty cool. Who's this guy? Quantum engineering. We can't click on him or anything. This is like Screens of the Future, man. Yeah, it probably is, but as I said, Marbury, I reckon that the clue is pointing us towards the hammer, and that diagram on the hammer there is the key. Because the clue was just pointing to hammer, and there's a hammer there with a diagram on it. It's got to be that. Kiba will keep Dad safe. Will it really? I'm not totally sure. You can't look at the back of things, alright. Making sense of life. There's loads of books everywhere. This guy obviously reads a lot. That is, I'm not sure. If anything happens to me, I'll have whatever anyone tells you, please. No matter what, you need to remember that I love you more than you could know. I think he left that message to me, personally, to me. Mission Carlos, day 17, okay. Day 17, payday! Low orbit adjustment deadline. Second probe, mission repairs on units 2 and 3. Heat exchanger, engine pump. This guy's obviously the engineer, right? He's the engineer. All these toes. Mechanical load. It's maybe the thing is you don't know what it is. I mean that little bot there. That could be a little robot that he made, or that could be. This could be put here by the aliens. It could be one of the aliens that put this here, and it's just kind of trying to. It's downloading all of Earth's history. Waffles! Yeah. Never breaks down. So we're not going to quite get Wally, but we've got Waffles instead.
I never liked space. It's cold, lonely, and gives a man too much time to think. Time to think about what you've done and what you shouldn't have.
Waffles! Waffles diagnostics in mechanics is critical. Oh my god. Optic shield thermal plating. Ooh. Is he designing some like robot dinosaur monsters? Fire suppressor. Whoops. Right, let's take this hammer round to that thing and draw that diagram on. Draw this diagram here on the thing. See if that's it. I reckon that could be it. Let's have a look at it from here, right? If we look at the hammer. Hang on, zoom in. So. Right, so that's... I said, you leave it right there. It's a magnetic hammer. That is awesome. Just going there to there. Shit, I can't. It's there to there to there. No. It's coming back. Start from the beginning. Start from there. Right, so there. Yeah! Win now! Make your dream house come true! That looks like quite a good location. Now look at the view he did have out of that window. Hello, Kimball. What's this game about? It is about you're an investigator. Come to this station to figure out what's going on. I think this station was sent to this area to kind of spy on this alien race, especially a stealth station, just here to spy on this race. But it stopped responding partway through its mission, and you've been sent here to try to figure out what why that is. What is that? He's got aftershave and stuff in there. Oh my god. There are some who would benefit from Saito losing their engineering contract with Axiom. Should the SPL encounter a major breakdown on its mission, 80,000 milliamps will be transferred. MA will be transferred to you for your consulting services. Consider this an open offer. So he's pretty much saying this is like a bribe, right? So this letter here is obviously a letter from someone saying if this mission would potentially fail, they're going to get 80,000 whatever the currency is or the credits are, right? As a payment. So maybe Aiden actually did. Maybe he did. Maybe he accepted a bribe. Okay. So is it like I guess like a suit, in a like enclosure. I suppose it's Aiden. It's maintenance. Let's check out. No, fuck it, let's look at maintenance. This is obviously where this would have been his hangout. So he was the engineer, so this is probably his domain, right?
Return tools to retrieve ID bracelet.
Right, okay. So his bracelet's in there, so we gotta find the tools and put them back in here to Can't we take them out in the next one and put them in? No, we can't. So we've got to find 4 tools to put it back in, and then we can get Aiden's bracelet. So this is what we're looking for. Okay. There's one of them right down the bottom there, look. Yes. Nice, that's one. You guys want to know something really frightening, says Marlborough? Of course we do. Of course we do. Oh, that's got to be another one. We probably need a bracelet to do something in one of these, in this area somewhere. Nuclear thermal core. Okay. That's the station. System failure. Life support systems in section A3 are currently offline. Exterior damage detected. Access restricted until maintenance robot is deployed. Okay. Where be the maintenance robot though? That's one. And one more, which is that second one there. Oh my god, look, another awesome puzzle. The power's on. That was obviously power off, but I guess we might have to do that in a bit. But it will turn the lights off, so we'll look around first. Oh my god, this looks like a puzzle. Of course. Puzzles, puzzles, puzzles. Alright, crate wreck, manifest. Obviously this is the crate rack here, so I guess this thing here is you're gonna select which one you want to maybe take. Okay, and the thing will kind of grab it. Alright, okay. So obviously one of these is going to have something in it that you're going to need, and you got to figure out which one it is. You got the manifest here, so when you figure out what it is you need, you can kind of look at the manifest and find it. You've got the little icons here, which is representing to the boxes. Each of them have got their little icon by them, to show which ones they are, right? So that one there. That one there, okay. With that icon there. Alright, okay. That's probably something we're going to have to try to find sooner. Maybe once we get... Oh, there it is. I said once we get all the tools, maybe we'll get some other objective from him. There's probably something here we're going to... Like, maybe the office you can't get into without his access card. Is that it? I don't think that is. It is. Cool. Alright, so we've got his access cards, his ID bracelet, so we can probably go into his office up the top. Maybe. Technology assignment, Psi Prime. Transportation capabilities restricted to kinetics. Primitive controlled form of combustion-based propulsion. Finite liquid and solid fuel resources. Maximum velocity capable of escaping orbit but inefficient for interstellar travel. Evidence of multiple launch sites. Incapable of bypassing SBO's light warp generator and shield. So the people, the aliens on the planet they're observing don't have the technology to be able to detect this place or do anything about it. It's a magnet tool! Alright, got a magnet tool. Ah, there we go. There's the two things we need to get, right? So we got a maintenance robot we got to fix. It tells you the two parts to get, and they're probably inside two of these boxes up here. And we just got to find the relevant boxes and open them up, or get them out. SPO drinking game rules. 1 drink, something on board breaks. 2 drinks, Milo and Silas. Silas and Mila show sexual tension. 3 drinks, Mila tells me to do something. 4 drinks. One of the robots acts creepy. Message sent, episode 1. The fission factor. What? I don't know what all is in that bottle with that sort of icon. I think we're going to have a look in the office. Yeah, we can, okay. Anything up here? No. Valid ID bracelet. Yeah, so if you would have come up here before you got a bracelet, it probably wouldn't have let you in. Days till Daddy's home? 4 days? So it's only 4 days before the end of the mission that everything went pear-shaped.
So do you think you can build it?
I'm not sure where you think I can hide something like this on board.
There's a blind spot in the cameras in the upper deck hallway. Right here.
It's possible, but given the risk, it's gonna cost you.
Not a problem. I'm sure it will go to a good cause. Oh, and don't let her catch you.
Ooh, what? So, what is he going to make then? So that's his computer, okay. His work computer, I guess, rather than his personal computer. Files. Decommission maintenance access room. So that room there is probably the room that he said you can probably put it in like hidden sort of thing. Probably on bolts. Alright. With respect, it is not recommended we make the suggested repairs and modifications to this vessel. The cost would be nearly the price of the station brand new. We advise to consider termination of the project. Incentive so thank you for your recommendation. Can be complete on schedule. Completion can be expected on the date agreed. Management wishes to express that we won't be able to sign off on any warranty because the station's current condition and the nature of the repairs Saito will not be held legally accountable for any future complications. Well, shit. After the warp jump to Psi Prime, a large portion of our spare parts were discovered to be fried. The damage appears to be from electromagnetic radiations, so it's looking like another unexpected result of moving something as big as the SPO with the enhanced singularity drive. Makes you wonder what the public support for the mission would be if they were aware of how many unknowns there are on our side. Feels like we're figuring out most of it as we go along. Right, so we're going to go back down to those lockers and try to figure out which ones have the 2 parts we want. So we want... Let's have a look again. We want an E40 voltage regulator first. Okay, E40 voltage regulator. There it is, look, that one there. So, working regulators will glow in the dark. Okay, make sure, is there any more? Is that the only one we got? Right, okay, that is the only one we got. So it's that icon there. So it's this one. It's in this column here. So it's 3 there. It's in one in that column. How do you detect which one it is, though? Because I guess the one on the left may be showing you where, but how do you read this? How many different ones we got? We've got 1, 2, 3 different variations, right? So I got 1, 2, 3 of the different variations. Right, so if I go with that being potentially being, is it 1, 2, 3, 4 from the left? Is that column there? Hello, Knight Rider. I'm totally guessing which one it is. I mean, the worst you can do is you open up 3 to get what you want. Content scan reveals damaged components. Functioning components will glow when not under direct sunlight. Right, okay, so we've got to turn the power down now to see if, I mean, there's not sunlight here. Maybe if you turn the power down, we'll see if it glows, right? So if you leave that like that. So the working component will glow. There we go, look. Working component. I don't know if this is the right component though. I don't know if it's the right one. We're gonna... There's an astronaut again, or something. Did we guess right? I did! Replace 35. Okay. 35 in synaptic fuse. Let's turn the power back on. I wonder if that is an actual astronaut, or if that's a ghost, or something like that, or you know, I'm not sure. Come on, shut the door properly, as it won't go back in the hole. How is Knight Rider doing today? So 1A, was that a 35 synaptic thingy? Right. Intact fuses will react magnetically. Oh, this is, you're going to use the magnet for this, okay. A quiet day? That's nice. So it's that one we want, right? Hang on, let's have a look at the It's that one there, and which icon on the left? That one there. Oh, you know what? Shit! I didn't even notice that on the left. I didn't notice that key on the left, and we just totally guessed the right one. But there's a key on the left, so we got to go in directly into that one. Oh my god! What a noob! So it's that one there, right? No, that one. Ah, bollocks! There's nothing in that hole. It's that one. And it says that the intact ones will, or the intact ones will react magnetically. So if we use the magnet on it, it should, one of the working ones should pop out, right? Or maybe it is that one. There's 4 dots on the top, right? Oh no, 4 dots on the bottom. Oh, what a noob. It's the top one. No! Idiot. Top one. And get a magnet. So well, shit. At least it got them out before it broke, right? That one. So the ones that are attached to it are the ones that work, right? Intact fuses will react magnetically. Okay, so we got 2. We only want 1. That's kind of weird. How do we get them off of the magnet? God damn it! How do we get them off the magnet? Can we just? Ah, I got one. Hello?
Life support systems repaired.